What's up, everyone? Marc, Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, CEO, MTS Nutrition. This video is kind of an update on my diet, as well as why I keep experimenting with things, even though I write books on diets. For example, my Drop Factor book, which I'll link down below, which honestly, here's how science works. You keep trying to disprove the theory. That's how you validate or if something is, basically indicating a certain result or a certain predisposition for a result. Like, I'm not gonna go say that chicken is the greatest source of protein ever. Let's say I said that. My goal would be to actually take the opposing side, AKA the devil's advocate, and try and disprove that chicken is the greatest form of protein ever. Whether I do taste tests or whether I do biological value tests, the goal for me as a scientist is to disprove my theories. So, in the Drop Factor book, I'm using this as an example. This is by no means just a way to pimp my book, but it's only $5. It's a beautiful looking book. It looks great on your coffee table, and you might as well buy it anyway. But anyway, check it out. It's by no means this was intended to be a pimp for the book. But let's say I have this diet theory that I abide by, which is where I have carbs. Basically, I'll have them pre-bed and around training mainly, and then I add it in the morning. So basically, it's like that. But I keep reading all this new compelling stuff on ketogenic diets. And of course, then you had Dr. Sean Baker come forward with the carnivore diet, which isn't his diet, but he's, shown it to be pretty damn cool. A lot of people really like it. And I'm like, you know what, maybe if I just cut out, because here's my diet. I mean, essentially, I don't measure macros. I'm done competing. I can pretty much eyeball things, go by feel. My appetite is my appetite's to the point where it can regulate my body fat, regulate my weight. I sit around 217, 218 pounds. That's where I'm comfortable at, and that's where I feel good. So in the morning I wake up, I usually have 2 pasture-raised eggs with 3 slices, about, let's say, 30 grams of carbs from various types of sprouted grain breads like Ezekiel, and then and that'll pretty much be my breakfast. Just 2 eggs and some toast, right? Pretty simple. Before training, I'll throw in a banana or a scoop of Carb 10 with my pre-workout. My pre-workout, again, it's not a supplement video. It's usually Clash and Vasky pre-workout. Intra-workout, I have my machine fuel with a Naturalite in it for the electrolytes. And then post-workout, I'll have a scoop of whey protein, a scoop of MTS whey with Carb 10 or a banana. I love bananas, as you can tell. Either baked into a brownie or drank post-workout, depending on what I'm doing when I come home from the gym. All right, and after that, I pretty much go ketogenic. I'll pretty much have a 50-50 carb-to-fat ratio with my protein coming from MTS whey, salmon, or grass-fed beef. The salmon will be wild salmon, not that farm salmon. I get the wild and crazy, just fucked up salmon, man. That salmon's like, yeah, motherfucker. So those are my protein sources: MTS whey, salmon, grass-fed beef, things like that. I eat chicken occasionally, but I like those 3 sources because they're fat content. And then, so basically after about 12, when my post-workout meal comes, 12 noon, I'm pretty much eating a ketogenic style diet. I also throw in Ritual with the BHBs, and I'm not aiming for ketosis, but I do like having healthy fats in my diet, and that's how my diet is. That's how I feel the best. Now, with those protein and fat sources, I also throw in a lot of broccoli. My broccoli is baked and it's cooked in oil, so it has some extra fat in it. Usually olive oil, a blend of Mediterranean oils, things like that. A lot of good omega-6 monounsaturated fats, which are great for, overall health, heart health, and everything involved, lipid profiles, you name it, energy. And pre-bed, if I feel like it, I'll either have protein and fat, or if I'm feeling really frisky and I want to sleep really deep, I do like carbs and their effect on helping you sleep through serotonin release and all that good stuff. So I might throw in about 30 grams of carbs with that. It's pretty simple. My protein stays at around 1 gram per pound of body weight, which for me is about 200 to 220 grams of protein. My carbs fall probably around 100 grams of carbs, maybe 120. And my fat is probably around, I'd say around probably 150 to 200 grams of fat, somewhere in there. So my diet's kind of like that. Now, as you age, this diet, when I was younger, I actually have the reverse of most people. When most people get older, their metabolism slows down. However, remember, I was not obese, but I was a fat kid. I played every sport. I was in shape. I just ate essentially what I needed to. So I started as a freshman in high school. I was a chubby kid. got down to 150 as a freshman in high school, graduated high school at 295 pounds, lost weight after I hurt my knee and couldn't play football anymore, got down to around 215. After that went into modeling, weighed about 170 to 175 pounds. After that, I started competing, dropped down for competitions to the 150s as a lightweight. And throughout the years, I've built up muscle mass and built up my metabolism, where now I got up to a max of 230 something pounds as stage weight. And now I'm back down to about 215 to 220. So my metabolism's actually better than it was when I was a youth, which is much different than most people deal with. So my diet now is not going to be the same as it was when I was a 20-year-old, which is why I recommend to people, even though I think for me and for 90% of the people who try it, my diet theories are going to be awesome and they're going to help them. It might not be great for them at their stage in life. For example, an ectomorph, someone who has, or I hate body types, but let's say someone who has trouble keeping on mass, I'm not going to tell them to eat the drop factor diet. I have another diet, Mass Diet, M-A-S-S Diet, massdiet.com, that does a similar thing, very similar layout, but it has a lot more carbohydrate. The one thing I tend to look at is balance. You know, I told my wife today when I was eating breakfast, because I just ended it today. I told my wife as I chomped into that piece of bread with a by the way, all my eggs I buy are pastured eggs, which are chickens that roam around, eat worms and shit, and do that chicken shit. And, you know, I am a fucking beautiful, the yolks are so orange on this fucking piece of bread. And I told my wife, I said, I don't give a shit if this kills me and makes me fat. I don't want to go another day without toast. I fucking love toast. And that's where flexible dieting has helped all of us. Ketogenic diets work. There's science behind them. Vegan diets work from an ethical standpoint. They're awesome. But what if you really like bacon? And what if you really like toast? Those diets aren't going to work for you. So what you need to do is find something that fits what you like. Because it's not a diet. I fucking hate that word. Fucking hate it. Fucking hate it. It's a lifestyle. Don't look at how can I lose. I like people go, I want to lose 20 pounds no matter what. Okay, cool. What happens 2 weeks later when you gained it all back? Because that's what's going to fucking happen. Because you're a human. You have needs. You have drives. And you have cravings. Making myself horny talking like this. So you need to figure out what's going to work for you and what you enjoy. So find that and then make it fit into your life. But again, if you find something that works or you think works, there could be something even better out there. So keep challenging yourself. Keep questioning yourself. Don't just follow it because I love Marc Bell, but God damn it, if one more person comes to me and says, I'm doing keto because Marc Bell's doing keto. Well, that's fucking great for Marc Bell, but Marc Bell is a fucking heavy set dude. Like, it's not for everybody. And he might be more geared towards that. That might be what his body prefers. But I also know that this dude I knew from way back in the day, his name's Cone Wolf. He's one of the most shredded naturals ever. C-O-H-N is how you spell his name. This motherfucker is shredded, and he's a flexible dieter. Alberto Nunez, flexible dieter. These guys are eating fucking Pop-Tarts and bread. I'm not a big fan of micronutrient lacking carb sources or empty carbs, but for fat loss, that's that. So some things I want you to look at. Get adequate protein, okay? Say 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. Get adequate healthy fat. Get adequate fats in your diet. Fats are essential. No such thing as an essential carbohydrate. There's essential fats, essential amino acids, no such thing as an essential carbohydrate. So make sure you get adequate fat. What is that? I don't fucking know. However, I like to set 0.3 to 0.5 grams per pound of body weight. And then to get your allotted calories, we have a TDEE calculator on Tiger Fitness, which says how many calories you need. Just type in TDEE, Tiger Fitness, and you will get that popped up on Google. TDEE. Type that shit in, and it'll take you there. Then you got your calories. Let's say you have 200 calories left. Divide that by 4. That's how many grams of carbs you need. So fill in your diet, but make sure you get micronutrient full foods. Make sure you get proper vitamins and minerals. Make sure you supplement with what you believe your supplements are. This isn't a supplement video. I don't want to turn this into, oh my God, Mark's recommending branch chains during training. Fuck him. No, that's not what this is about. This is about experimenting with shit and finding out what's right for you. Because just because it works for one dude doesn't mean it works for you. But I will keep doing diets. I will keep trying shit. I will keep trying to prove myself wrong, because ultimately that's how we will find what is best for the largest section of the population. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, because not being a pompous ass and thinking your way is the only way, that's not a game.